Hi guys, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, where if you recall last time we just picked up a load of sawdust panels from Milan. We're going across to Dover. So we've got about 6 3/4 hours, I think, of driving time before we need to rest. So we'll go as far as we can before needing to rest, and after that we should have plenty of time to get to the ferry across to Dover. Or at least that's the plan. So when I loaded the game, the world map actually says we've now explored 2.5% of the roads. So 1/40th. So 40 times as much, and we've done it all. Doesn't sound much if you say it quickly. We shall see how it goes. Not sure how much of this journey will be on roads we've already explored or on new bits, but hopefully it'll add a bit to our 2.5%, and it'll get us back to the UK. We haven't been in the UK for a while, so but we've got a nice day for it. Nice blue sky. It's 4 in the afternoon, so some of this journey up to the rest point, the latter part of it will be in the dark. Then we'll rest, and then we should be in the light all the way, hopefully the rest of the way to Dover. We'll see how that goes. So we'll just get down this slip road onto what looks like an Italian motorway. Traffic's not too bad, especially considering 4:45 in the afternoon, rush hour I would have thought. Everybody heading home from work and all that. It actually doesn't seem too busy, so we'll do our best to make the most of it and get as far as we can before we need to rest. And keeping an eye on our speed, because I've had a couple of speeding offences now from the police cars, so try to avoid any more of that. Not sure which lane we need to be in down here, so I'm just moving out, because I know we don't want to go off to the right. Yeah, I thought as much, so we did need to be in this lane, so that was handy. Very low speed limit around this bend, 25, but it's quite a tight bend, so I guess that's understandable. Out and stay in this lane, that's fine. Okay, so we're approaching a toll, I can see on the map. Quite a few toll roads around Italy and France, of course. So we're probably going to get a few of those on the way back to the ferry. As the cars all seem to be going to that toll booth, I'll go to this one. It seems to be pretty much empty. Okay, £6. A very small toll, that's fine. So we've got almost 39,500 in the bank, so we're not doing too bad. I can't remember how much this job pays. 24,000 near enough. So take off the ferry, should get us about 60k, hopefully somewhere around there. We've refueled, If you recall, we refueled last time when we rested, so we don't need to worry about fuel for a few jobs now, I would have thought. Bumping road there. Okay, so we're coming up on the border by the look of it. The Italian flag has appeared on the route advisor together with some rest spots, so that usually indicates the border. Border back into Austria, possibly? That's the way we came, wasn't it? Engage the cruise control at 50 miles an hour, so we're not speeding. I think that's the Swiss flag in front of us, so I would suggest we're going to Switzerland. Red background, white cross, I think that's Switzerland. Zurich, Lugano, yeah, that sounds Swiss to me. So I'm not sure that we came down this way on the way in. I don't think we did, so this could all be new roads explored again. I've been having one or two technical issues with my system that I think I've resolved. But we'll have to see how it looks on the video once it's uploaded. Hopefully it'll be okay. I apologise if there's any issues, but we'll see how it goes. So this is quite pleasant area to drive through, lots of trees, forest area. The buildings look very Swiss, I must say. Those buildings on the left here look exactly like I would expect Swiss buildings to look in my limited experience of Switzerland. Tunnels through the hills. I wouldn't quite call them mountains, but some of these tunnels are quite cool, I must say. May even be another one. Possibly not. Maybe we're going down this side of that hill. It'd be nice to go back to the UK. Had a few journeys in Europe. Now we'll go back to the UK, to Dover, and then we'll see what jobs are on offer there to decide where we go next. I don't have a specific plan necessarily for where I intend to go at any given time. It's really a case of looking at the jobs and see what we fancy. There is another tunnel, I thought it would be. Through these hills, through Switzerland. I'd imagine we'll get through Switzerland probably into France, and somewhere in France I guess we will have to rest, heading up towards Calais probably to get the ferry across straight to Dover. I imagine that's where we're going. Zurich and Lucerne are in front of us, into the map, according to the road signs rather, so that's the way we're headed up past Zurich by the look of it. Zurich, which a lot of people think is the capital of Switzerland, but actually I don't think it is. I think Bern is the capital, isn't it? I believe so. I believe Bern is actually the capital of Switzerland. But I wouldn't swear to that, to be frankly honest. It's just, I had that in my mind for some reason. I think because we don't actually think Zurich is the capital. Actually, I think the capital is Bern. Anyway, we will head through yet another tunnel. great deal quicker than having to go round all these hills, I'm sure, so... And they're quite nice, the tunnels. They look really good, I must say. Oh, and now we're coming towards what looks more like mountains. Possibly the Alps. Swiss Alps going into France. Could well be. If it was, I thought it would be around Grenoble area. My geography of Switzerland isn't that great. Maybe Basel. It's Basel, the capital of Switzerland. I still think it's Bern. I'm not sure. One of those ones you never tell for sure. Okay, so we've a bit of contraflow here. A bit of roadworks going on. Contraflows in the UK quite a lot. We don't tend to see them in Europe so much. I often get contraflows on roads like the A1 or the M1 in the UK when they're doing work to it, which they seem to be doing quite a lot recently. So for anybody who hasn't heard me say before, I actually live in Lincolnshire, on the Lincolnshire coast. I'm about 100 yards from the sea, about 2 or 3 minute walk, and I'm on the beach, which is quite nice in the summer, you can imagine. In terms of roads, the A1 is actually a fair way away from me. The nearest route back to, sort of back south towards Peterborough way, is actually the A16, A52 initially, then onto the A16, and then down to Boston, and then down towards Peterborough. So if anybody knows East Anglia, that's sort of the way I go back down. And visiting family, or my girlfriend actually lives in Peterborough, so we spend a certain amount of time going up and down the road. And I know that road quite well now. We've also got relatives over King's Lynn way, where you have to go A17 goes to King's Lynn. You go down through Boston, then pick up the A17 to King's Lynn. So that goes to sort of the Norfolk area, East Anglia. A16's had quite a few roadworks recently, particularly at a fairly large roundabout. They're doing quite a lot of work to upgrade the roundabout, I think. You usually always find it's quite annoying for a while they're doing it when you're stuck in traffic at these roadworks, but when it's done, of course, things are always considerably better than they were before. You'd hope so. If they go through all that work, you would certainly hope it ends up better. And I think a lot of it around that area is about traffic flow more than anything else. It's about trying to keep the traffic flowing. Boston is really quite a big, busy area. You get lots of trucks coming up that road. We're playing a truck driving game, and you get a lot of trucks up that road, and a lot of traffic around Boston, and a lot of farm vehicles, of course. Lincolnshire's a big farming area, and you get a lot of farm vehicles on the road. You quite often get stuck behind tractors. Clear, I think it is. I was thinking these guys were going a bit slow and I could perhaps get past them, but I'm sure that's going to happen. Possibly not. Maybe I'm better off sitting behind it. Let's not push our luck. So we'll start returning off in a minute anyway, so not too much point in going. Another big bump in the road. I don't know what they are, there seem to be quite a few of those around. Can't be speed humps. Not on a road like this. My concern is which lane do we need to be in. Again, we need to be out here, but we're okay. Got air balloon in the air, very green. See quite a few of those in Euro trucks, and the hot air balloons around at various times. Maybe we get quite this close to them though. That's quite interesting. Okay, so we're going around another of these long sweeping bends. Again, 25 mph speed limit. There are a lot of 25 limits on these, which is perfectly understandable, but given how long and tight the bends actually are. It sort of blends straight into a lane on the next road, so you don't have to move out at all. It's really quite a good traffic flow system, I think. So how are we doing for time? We've got 2.5 hours. So not long before we have to rest, really. Only 13 hours left on the entire journey, and some of that will be the ferry. With a bit of luck, we're going to be okay. Okay to rest and then have enough time to get up to the ferry, cross to Dover. Crossing's about an hour, I think, so that'll be about an hour off that time. But we should be okay. We should just about be getting to the ferry roughly when we'd almost need to be resting again, so the timing should work almost exactly. In fact, I'm speeding again, so I need to slow down a bit. It's better we'll set the cruise control. Now we've got quite a tight bend again. Another of these long sweeping bends. Nowhere near as tight as the other one. I certainly noticed it didn't go down to a 25 mph speed limit either. Okay, so let's try and get on our way a bit, but it looks like we're going off again up here. We're coming to Basel. Or how the Swiss pronounce it. I thought it was pronounced Basel, but it looks like it's pronounced Basel, but I doubt it's pronounced that way. I thought we were going off to the right there, but we're not. We're going around this bit. Strasbourg, Dijon, it's France. Looks like we're heading into France fairly soon. So it looks like we're actually going up here. Over the road and back on the other side. I'm starting to get tired. We've actually got 1.5 hours to go, so I'd like to push fairly close to that before resting if possible. I don't want to push my luck and we find there's no rest areas and we end up with a fine for not resting, so see how we do. It's quite nice, a tunnel under all those buildings, and that's Basel discovered, so another city added to the list. So we certainly haven't been this way before, so it will certainly be more roads added to our roads explored percentage as well, and a border. Should I rest here? No, I think I'm going to risk it and go a bit further. We've got still nearly an hour and a half. I think we can carry on to services a bit further down the road, I hope. Could be pushing my luck here, but we'll see. Cross fingers, guys, that we're going to find some more services down the road before we run into real problems. So we're on the A30, I think it says, by the look of it. Anybody knows Europe or lives around this area, you might know the A30. That's apparently the road that we're going on to. Around there. Okay, so we just need to look for the next rest spot, basically. Let's hope it's not too far away. Anywhere now, anywhere from here on really, I'm probably going to have to take, because I don't think I can push them up much further. I'm sure that's A30 or A36 it says on the route finder there, but one or the other. I'm getting tired, so we need to find somewhere to rest fairly soon, hopefully. Now 10 o'clock at night. Hoping I haven't chosen to try and do this at a time when it turns out there are no rest areas for absolutely miles, but we'll see. We were on the major road, and I thought there'd be a good chance there'd be more services. It seemed to be turning onto a bit more minor road, which is a little bit worrying, but we'll see. We'll see. Cross fingers. Getting down to about 11 hours left on the journey, and we should have 11 hours after the investment. Yes, we know we're tired. Can't do much about it unless you give us a parking space, really. At the moment, there seems to be nothing. We have to turn off the road to rest if there's a convenient spot. We'll have to do that because we are going to need to rest fairly soon, so let's hope we find somewhere. We're heading for Reims, so we're definitely in France. Hoping there's a set of French services on there somewhere. All we need is a fuel station to rest at. Keeps telling us that we're getting tired, but we can't actually do anything about it, unfortunately. There's a road off to the right up here, but I don't see any sign of a rest area on that either. No, I think that's a quarry or something there by the look of it. I don't think that's going to help us much. If there's a quarry there, maybe that means we're not far from the city, and maybe this road will take us towards the city and we can just drop off into the city, find a hotel or the truck maintenance area and rest there. It's always a possibility. If indeed we are that close to the city. At the moment, we're not that close to anything really. I felt a bit happy on that main road, because I think on that main road we would have more likely to come across more services. But on a road like this, I'm not quite so confident, to be honest. I shouldn't have pushed my luck. I should have stopped when I had the opportunity at that border, but not to worry, we'll soldier on. We may end up with a fine or two for avoiding sleeping here, I'm afraid. I think that's starting to look likely now. Now this looks more like a city though. It does look a bit more like we could be coming into a city, so is there going to be any rest areas available anywhere here? There's nowhere to turn off into the city at the moment. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just a few buildings. Too promising at the moment, I have to say. These yellow flashing lights are part-time traffic lights, basically flashing caution because the lights are not operative at this time of the day. So you basically cross with caution. We'll just follow this road, just hoping we can find a rest area somewhere. There isn't really anywhere to pull off and have a look at the map to try and see where we're going, so we're just going to have to sort of suck it and see and hope we can find somewhere before too long. We're down to 0 minutes now, so we're going to get fined very shortly, I'm afraid. Oh well. So I pushed my luck a bit too far there. I'd hoped for a city, a rest area, or something by now. Unfortunately, I haven't seen anything, not even anything I can turn off and go and find. I'm told there, but we don't go that way. Reams is still straight on this way. Amazing, you can't find a petrol station when you want one. But it isn't that true in real life. If you're nearly out of petrol and you think, oh, I won't stop at that petrol station, I'll stop at the next one, you'll never find one. So, unless of course you know where you are and know where the next one is, but sometimes if you don't, you think, oh, I can get a bit further. Pushing your luck. We don't have problems with fuel, we just have problems needing to rest. Designed the rooms absolutely ages, but not got close enough to it to be able to find anywhere to rest there, which is a shame. I definitely think I should have stopped when I had the opportunity earlier on. But not to worry. Not to worry. We'll have to live with it. Avoided any major need for any expensive repairs or anything so far, because we've avoided accidents reasonably well. So if we do lose a bit of money because of avoiding sleeping fences, well, you know, I guess that's not the end of the world. I just don't like doing things like avoiding sleeping if I can avoid it, but on this occasion I've sort of got myself into this, so point. There'll be a petrol station somewhere, surely. Quite a windy road. Right on the speed limit, so I couldn't be going any faster to get any further in the time that we've got, or anything like that. I haven't been fined yet, but I'm very surprised if we haven't had a fine by now, to be honest. It's going to happen soon. What did that now? Oh, a petrol station, look. We'll probably get a fine just as we arrive at the petrol station. I'll get away with this without a fine, I'll be well impressed, I've got to say. Don't deserve to, but there you go. So which side of the road is this petrol station? Looks like it's our side as well. 200 metres. I don't think it is our side, I think it's the other side of the road. Okay, so no turn here. So we have to go onto the second entrance, effectively, this one. Turning that way. Remember which way we've got to go when we go out. Otherwise we turn in the wrong direction and end up going back the way you come. We don't want to be doing that, that would waste a lot of time, so trying to avoid doing that. Wow, we got away with it without a fine, and that's incredible, because I really honestly thought we were going to get fined there. I thought I'd pushed my luck too far, but somehow we just got away with it. So, can't really argue with that. Let's get out of the petrol station. Wrong way offence. Not sure about that. It was only turning across the road. Maybe it thought for a minute I'd turned and was, I don't know, on the other side of the road, but I don't really think it was. But there you go. Never mind. We got away with no tiredness fines and then got a wrong way offence somehow. There you go. I'll live with that. I'll take that. Could have been a lot worse. Enable the cruise control. So yeah, we've only got 7 hours of the entire journey to Dover to go. As I say, an hour that's going to be ferry, and we should have about 11 hours before the rest are getting out. So we've got plenty of time to do it. That lorry was carrying a couple of lorries. A couple of cabs, not truck cabs without trailers. We were obviously delivering some new ones, I see. I don't think I've had that cargo before. We can get it. Interesting if we do. Different. I usually find myself delivering commodities, or once you get the ADRs, you get all the acids and explosives and stuff like that. But actual vehicles, apart from diggers, we've done diggers a few times, not actual trucks like that, so we'll see if we get that at some point. I don't know how many different cargoes there are in the game. That Jazzy Cat mod that adds in the real company names and trailers and that adds in lots of cargoes, so it's difficult to actually work out exactly how many there are. There's quite a few different ones, quite a bit of variety. I think that's one of the major plus points of the game, that, you know, okay, you've got Promods and Rusmap, gives you even more variety on the roads. I know that's not the vanilla game, but you've got lots more variety on places you can drive, and then that mod gives you lots more different cargoes you can drive, the Jazzy Cat one, so yeah, I mean it's why I think the game's got a great deal going for it. There's a lot of content available. There's lots and lots and lots available, as we've said before. You just have to be careful of incompatibilities and crashing your game and all sorts. I've known it to happen. The mods I've got at the moment, I'm reasonably confident about. Probably means the game's going to crash in about 30 seconds time. But when it hasn't done in a lot of gaming, so I don't see why it suddenly should. I'm running the 64-bit version of the game. So yeah, on the whole, I think it's pretty darn good. Which is why I enjoy playing it and enjoy sharing it with you guys, because I do think it's a very entertaining game and actually quite addictive, and you don't think truck driving would be addictive. You really don't. And you think, well, what are you doing? You're picking up a cargo, taking it to the other end and delivering it. That's basically what you're doing, which doesn't sound terribly exciting when you say it like that, but when you see all the scenery and all the different areas you can explore and all of that, there's a lot more to it. I'm sure it wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea, but then if you weren't into truck driving, you probably wouldn't be watching these videos, so on that basis, I think the game's done pretty well for SCS, and now they've brought out ATS, the American Truck Simulator, so it's doing pretty well. They've been putting all that time into development, so when you look at the number of people creating mods for the game, and then the number of people who watch videos on YouTube and such like for it, I mean, clearly got a big following. Oh, in rooms. And Bon Voyage, your achievement progress has come up in the bottom right of the screen. Not sure if you can see that. One of 20 something, 21 or 27, I think. Basically, you need to visit all the French cities, I think, for that. The French cities in the vanilla game, that'll be. Any added in by Promods won't be counted towards that. Rooms was the first one, clearly. The limit is now 56 down here, and the truck is actually limited to 55, so I'm not going to get to 56 anyway. What I'll do is get to 55 hopefully, and go to the boost one. But we're going up again. We won't do that. So we need to go off here apparently. Lille and Brussels. The Belgian spelling or French spelling of Brussels, Bruxelles, it appears to be. Loan instalment paid, it's 12 o'clock Saturday. Another loan instalment, £2,397. We'll keep paying our loan. Means we're down to just under 37,000 in the bank now. Still hoping with this job in we'll be getting close to 60, between 55 and 60k hopefully. Which isn't bad. Now we're coming up on the toll, going to cost us a little bit more money, hopefully not a lot. You don't expect toll roads in France, there are quite a lot of them. I don't think it's quite so bad if you could say the money that's raised from tolls is actually spent in improving roads. I don't think you can necessarily say that. I guess the money goes into central government budgets and they spend it on whatever they think is appropriate at any given time. So if you're paying lots of tolls on the roads and you're still not happy with the condition of the roads, you wouldn't be very happy, would you? It's a bit like, I guess, in the UK, road tax being spent on repairing roads, which clearly isn't, in my opinion anyway. Basically all taxes collected by the government go into the exchequer central pot and then they spend it as they see fit. So road tax does not necessarily contribute to repairing roads. Some causes drivers some angst, to say the least. But there you go. So we're coming past another rest spot, now we don't need one. On this journey we discovered Basel, didn't we, I think, and we discovered Rheims, so we discovered a couple of cities that we actually haven't been going into, which is all handy. All adds to the cities discovered, all places we can go and pick up jobs. So that's all to the good. Do I have convertible? I think it's convertible just went by. Apart from right when we started out back in Chelmsford, I don't think I've seen any cyclists anywhere. You wouldn't necessarily expect them on a road like this, but in the cities I don't think I've seen any, and I don't think I've seen any motorbikes or such like as yet. I thought there might be a few more of them in the game. In America we don't get police motorcycles giving speeding tickets, we've got police cars now. To get through here, still on the road to Lille and Brussels. Using 55, it's 56 in a bit. Get another petrol station now. It's amazing how you see all these petrol stations in rest areas when you don't need them. When you need one, you can't find one for ages. It's always away. We're going off towards Calais now, which makes sense. Calais to get the ferry across to Dover. We've only got 4 hours left in the total journey, so we must be pretty close to Calais because we've got the ferry crossing to take out of that. So we shouldn't be too far. Ferry crossing, hopefully. I assume we're going to a ferry, not the Channel Tunnel, but either way wouldn't make a lot of difference. I think I know that junction actually. If that is the junction I think it is not very far out of Calais at all. It's a junction when you come not far out of Calais where you turn towards Lille. And I wonder if that was that one. May not be, but £32 toll, so not too bad. This guy going in front of me. Dixon sounds like an English trucker to me. But he could be heading the same way we are. Get a ferry possibly. Back to good old UK. Really nice to see the city of Calais appearing on the route horizon pretty soon, and then we would know we are almost at the ferry. I don't think we can be far away. 3.5 hours total journey time back now. I don't think we can be that far out at all. We'll see. Hopefully this video isn't going to be too long for you guys. It's going to be a little bit longer than some of the others. But hopefully not too long. We'll just follow this guy. Now, is that the city of Calais in front of us, I wonder? Maybe if it is. Paris is to the left, Calais to the right. Okay, so I still don't think we're quite at Calais yet. It's a bit more rural down there now. Unless we're just going around it or something, but total journey time now on the road is definitely 3 hours, so we can't be far away. I've said that a number of times, haven't I? Like saying it's just around the next corner. Go around the corner, it's just around the next corner. Keep going like that forever. But I think this guy in front is probably heading the same way we are. I'd be surprised if he's not. Is he turning off here? No, I don't think he is. No, looks like he's still going the same way as we are. French countryside. I thought we were closer to Calais than this. I didn't expect to be quite out in the countryside as much as this is. Ah, what's that up in front of us? A built up area appearing. It looks like we've got some roadworks in the traffic light here. So it looks like the traffic light actually changed to grey. So let's just follow gently through here. It did look a bit more like we were coming into a city then. I saw a few buildings. I was hoping that meant that we were close to Calais. With traffic now as well. I wonder if some of this has just come off the ferry, which means we are close to the ferry port. Let's look on the bright side. I'm hoping that's the case. So he's turning off, so he's not actually going entirely our way. Where he's turning off to, I'm sure that we'll see. He's not going straight on like we are. I was wrong about him. Calais straight on. Are you going right, mate, or are you not? Maybe not. Maybe you're just getting in that lane or something. More police car in front of us. Bonjour, gendarme. Our usual luck with traffic lights. Oh mate, off you go. The guy behind us is still coming this way, but he's not in this lane, which I would have thought he would be if he wanted to go the way we're going. So maybe he's going into Calais itself. It's possible. He's got a cargo to deliver in Calais. Paris Dijon. I wonder if we're headed for the tunnel then. Channel tunnel, we could be. Let's see. Pick it up over this tight bend again. Into this road and we'll see where it's taking us. Okay. Looks like we're pretty close to something on the route advisor. So we might see a sign saying Tunnel sous la Manche. Tunnel under the sea. Under the channel. Channel. Basically it's channel tunnel. Very good chance that's what we're heading, I think. Tunnel sous la Manche, there you go. So we are, in fact, going to the tunnel with the ferry. That's cool. Fine. The only thing you have to bear in mind, it doesn't matter so much to us this time, but time on the tunnel does not count as rest time. Time on a ferry does. And the reason for that is on the Channel Tunnel, you don't get out your cab. As you will see, we pull in onto a train, and basically you sit in your cab to the other side, and you drive off the train. So you don't get out your cab, so it's not counted as rest time. Whereas on a ferry, of course, you park at the bottom of the ferry and you go upstairs and go and get a coffee or whatever you want, and you're resting. So tunnel time does not count as rest time. It's worth bearing that one in mind. But it's cheaper than the ferry. I guess if you've got the time available, you can take the tunnel to save money. If you haven't, you need the rest time, and you really need to take the ferry. So we need one of these. This one's got... This one barrels up, so I'm going to go down here. This lorry's down this way, so I'm going to go down here. So there you can see trains, and some lorries waiting over the other side there, waiting for the next train to come in, I guess. We have to go here. And we just pull onto here, onto the tunnel sign, and then we hit enter. Our destination is Folkestone. Here we go. So we've just got Folkestone to Dover to do once we get off the train. We're just waiting for that. Here we go. We're the other side now, so we're back in the UK, back to driving on the left. Remember that. £19-mile-an-hour speed limit in the tunnel area. It's very slow. We do need to be careful down here with lots of trucks coming off the trains and such like. here, so there is everything coming from that way. Okay, so 19 miles per hour until we get out of here, so it takes a little while to get out of this area. Given there are no speed cameras, it's highly unlikely you'll see a police car down here. You can probably get away with exceeding the speed limit down here, but we'll be good. Almost at the end of the road anyway. So we need to go left. And you'll see the sign in front of us says drive on left. Reminding everybody they're in the quirky UK who drive on the left hand side of the road and everybody else seems to drive on the right. I don't think there's any chance in the UK changed it. Especially now that we're leaving the EU, it's even less likely. It wasn't very likely before. So we're doing A20 now. A20 Folkestone to Dover, and we are 29 miles away. So that is not going to take us very long at all. We'll just keep round here. Round here. 25 miles. Shouldn't take us very long. Says we are getting up to 50 miles an hour. In fact, we're a little faster than that, 60 miles an hour limit down there. I think we go off fairly soon. We don't want to be going too fast because we are going to need to take an exit fairly soon. No, not this one, I don't think. Probably try and pass this guy. Oh, he's going off. I can see your indicators, mate. Did you indicate? I'm not sure that you did. Not to worry. You can see over to the right there, just catch a glimpse of the white cliffs of Dover. White because they're made of chalk. I'm not sure about that. I was just reducing my speed down to 30 because there was a 31-hour sign for the roadworks. I'm not sure I was speeding, to be honest. Not to worry. Okay, so 3 miles, so we are right on top of our destination. Exactly where we've got to go. I'm not sure. Where is it? We're going to UPS. Okay. So it looks like we've got to go left up here. Dover discovered. Another new city. It makes sense because before, when we went across to Europe, if you remember, we got a ferry, but we got it from Harwich. So that's why we're looking through Dover before. Given the need to get ferries across to Europe again with loads, I'm sure we'll be coming through Dover again at some point. I tend to find it's a place you come through fairly often in the game. It's nice thing to do. Okay, so down here, round to the right, and the roundabout by the look of it. further. Okay. So down here, that's DHL on our right. We're going to UPS, which I can see stuff to our left there. So it's just around this traffic light on our right. And that is where we'll be ending this video. Then before the next one, we'll need to rest again and then look for our next job. So, where's the parking area? Over there. Okay. Try and do a better job of parking this time. I'll make no promises. I'm going to give it a go. What I'm going to do is try and swing it round so that what I've got to do is reverse straight back. He says confidently. Not too bad. We'll try this, and if I'm struggling, then I will go to the overhead view. I'm going to give this a go. Nothing's not brave. It's not in there. It's still going to be far off. Oh, it's not a million miles off. Let's just try over this way a bit. And then straighten her up. And surely that's got to be pretty close now, isn't it? Got to. Straighten it. I think that's got to be this time, surely. Looks good to me. You going to accept that game? Come on, be nice to me. Surely that's close enough. No, it's not going to, is it? Going to go to the overhead view, just to finish it off. Pretty close, it's just one of these small trailers, they tend to spin round quite a lot. I do need to practice my reversing the mirrors, there's no doubt about that. That said, once you go to the overhead view, look how easy it is. Very easy like this. And there we go. So, we've delivered today, but that's what counts. So we'll disconnect the trailer. So we've got excellent rating, that's good. 24 grand, near enough in. Leveled up. So I'm going to put that one onto fragile cargo. And we'll end it there, guys. And then next time we will rest at the beginning and get another job. So I'll see you then. Take care and happy trucking. Bye now.